Hey there, my fellow lunatics. Dakon the Mad here, and this is going to be a short video, but I wanted to show off a few extra examples of how mob spawn cells work, just to give some people that are new to it a bit of a visual aid. You can see on my map here that I have 4 mob farms. Here's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Alright, so our first mob farm up here in the top right corner just takes up a single spawn cell, but I filled it to the brim. Every tile in the cell has a molten ground slime tile on it. And our second farm down here is just like the first farm. Every single tile is filled with molten ground slime. But this time, I've had it take up 4 spawn cells. Our third one here also takes up 4 spawn cells. However, it is only 22 tiles per spawn cell that I have filled up. And then over here, our final farm is 8 spawn cells in size. Also only takes up 22 tiles per spawn cell. My goal is to see which one produces the most loot in the allotted amount of time. In my opinion, this tells me which farm design will be the most efficient. And if I had to make any predictions, I would say that this first farm here is going to be the worst, while the 2 4-tile ones will be about the same, and the big one here on the right will be the biggest one, obviously. It'll have the most loot in it. Let's see if I am right. Okay, so we are now at my 1-tile farm, and let's take a look to see how much loot we got from filling this entire spawn cell up with just magma slime. All right, so we got a couple necklaces, we got a couple rings, we got like 30 slimes, and we got an idol and a valuable and a key. So really not that great, but I only had this out for a few hours, so not a lot of loot overall, but it is only 1 tile, so I wouldn't expect much from it. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get inside the one that is 4 tiles in size, but only 22 tiles used. Let's grab all the loot here. Alright, so it looks like we got a couple of flame necklaces, a couple of flame rings, and just under 200 magma slimes, an idol, some figurines, some wings, and a couple of keys. Not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next farm. Alright, next we're going to look at our 4 spawn cell area where I filled everything up. Let's see how it compares to the one where I didn't fill everything up. Alright, on this one I've gotten an extra flame necklace and an extra ring. Didn't get quite as much in the way of lava slime, but holy crap, I got 6 butterfly figurines. The other one, I think I only got 1 of each. Only a single key, but a whole bunch of lava wings. So you can see how the RNG can change things up. Instead of a bunch of galaxite keys or some lava slimes figurines, I got extra butterfly figurines. But overall, it's close to the same amount of loot. If anything, I would say I got a little bit more from my farm that only had 22 tiles than the farm that I filled every single tile up. Alright, last but not least, let's go ahead and take a look at the final farm, which is 8 tiles wide, but only uses 22 tiles per spawn cell. So as I expected, a buttload more stuff. We've got 4 necklaces, we've got 6 rings, we've got about a pretty even amount of figurines, but we have almost double the amount of slimes. We've got extra wings, and we've got a bunch of extra keys. So as you can see, overall, the bigger the better. We already knew the bigger the better was true, but it is also important to know that you don't have to fill every single tile with spawn tiles. You just need to do the amount that gets you as close to 100% spawn as the game will allow. Anything above that, you are wasting your time, you are wasting your energy, and you are wasting that spawn cell. I know that some people really like the look of only having a single creature inside of their mob farm, but it is, for this game, a very, very poor way to handle mob farming. You cannot do one single mob type and expect to get a whole bunch of loot. That's just not how this game works. If you want to be more efficient in your mob farming, you have to mix all of your spawn tiles within your spawn cell. It just has to be done. So I hope that this video helped. I hope that you found it informative. I hope this gives you a better idea of just how the mob farming works and how the spawn cells work, so that when you're building your farm, you make the right decisions when it comes to what you're actually putting within your spawn cells and how you're building your mob farm. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content if you haven't already. If this is your first time at my channel, welcome, and please share this video with your friends. Until next time, stay crazy.